Hello everyone, my name is Alex and I'm from the CurrentWare Tech Support team. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to configure port forwarding on your local router. Our first step is we're going to need to access our router's web interface. This can be done by opening up a web browser and typing in the IP address of the router. There's a few different ways about going about getting this. Usually, printed on the back or the underside of the router, you can find a sticker which will have the router's IP address along with the default information for logging in. Additionally, you can open up a command prompt, type in ipconfig, and look for the default gateway. This is the IP that we're looking for. So we can open up a Google Chrome tab, for example, put in that IP, and we are now within the web interface. Next, we'll need to log into our router's web interface. This is typically done by entering a username and a password. If you haven't changed your router's default login credentials, you can find them on the router's manual or by searching up your router's make and model online. We'll need to add in our username as well as our password. And next, we'll just need to hit login or the submit button. Once you're logged into the router's web interface, you'll need to find the port forwarding section. This is typically located under the Advanced or the Settings tab, but it can vary depending on the router's make and model. You're going to be looking for a section labeled Port Forwarding, Virtual Server, or something similar. For me, it's under the Network tab, the Firewall, and Port Forwarding tab. Once you've successfully found the port forwarding section on your router's web interface, we're going to be adding a new rule. So this is where it might look a little bit different depending on what router you have. You're either going to have the option for a single IP like me, or you're going to have the option to put in a range of IPs. If, like me, you only have the option to put in a single IP, you're going to need to contact your internet service provider and make sure that there is a static IP set on your network. This is the IP that is going to be forwarded to, so we are going to need to put in the IP of the CurrentWare Server machine, 34 for example. Our protocol is going to be TCP and UDP. We use both. And our range for our ports are going to be 8989 all the way to 8999. And we're going to repeat this here on the public port section. We're going to save this, and this is going to apply these settings onto my router. So as you can see here, we have successfully added this new port forwarding rule onto my router. Now that we've applied this new port forwarding rule, my router will now forward incoming traffic from those specified ports onto a device on my local network that we specified. In this case, it's the CurrentWare server. And that's it. It's as simple as that. We've successfully set up a port forwarding rule on our router, and if you're still having any issues with the CurrentWare client connecting to your server, make sure that your firewall settings aren't blocking that incoming traffic on those specified ports. Thanks everybody for watching, and we hope this tutorial has been helpful.